I don't know how to ship with me this long in a minute. I'll tell you about a camera that was gifted to me. I've had this camera probably for a year, but oh, this is pretty cool. But the camera, I wasn't going to list it. I was going to donate it because I looked it up. Because some resellers I listen to, they pour all sorts of things out, and camera's one of them. But they're like, let me show you the camera. I'm going to do the camera now. They're like, oh, I just want the lens. I'm like, well, the listing was for the camera. And this is the camera, and it's, I don't even know what he means by just the lens. I don't know, like, I think this comes off, but I'm not messing with it. Like, you're going to get the whole camera and do whatever you like with it. Hi, I'm Donna from Lost Closet 12, and I am here with you with a shipped with me, but sold over the weekend. Today is August 2nd, so I think it's the 2nd. Well, anyway, Sunday, August 2nd. If that's wrong, it's like the 3rd, but I know it's not the 1st. So, I ran a pretty significant sale on eBay, and I compounded that with some offers to start August off pretty decently. And to this weekend, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. A total of 9 sales. And they're not all eBay, but most of them are. And because I had 9 items to pull tonight, normally I pull them as they sell, and I just come up here and make a video. But I didn't do that this weekend because I had a rough weekend, and yeah, I just didn't. So I pulled them all at once, and I probably, if it was like lately, the last couple of weekends I've had, like 2 or 3, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But this many, I was like, one more thing. So I'm just going to start with what's easiest for me to grab. These are TY My Little Pony. They are a mess. I disclosed that in the listing. I've had these forever. They sold on eBay for $4.55. And I've had these probably since 2004. So they are going to go to their new home. Some little girl is going to love them. I think that was, they don't know. And I'm going to package them up. And yes, I am recording much later than my normal time. And since I've already started with shipping, I'm just gonna cut that little video out where I show all the things, and you know what I'm talking about, when I show everything and then I go back and ship it and I bring the camera down. I'm just gonna skip that just this once. If you like it better this way, I'll continue this way, but the paper makes a lot of noise. So this is going to its new home. $4.55 plus shipping on eBay. And I know this is a big bag, but I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, and it's, I don't know, after 6, if not 7. So in that ballpark somewhere. So it's getting late, and I'm getting tired. Where's my scale? And yeah, I might not edit this. Normally I come home on Sundays and I do take a break and I do ship with me, and then I edit it, and if I have time I'll write some listings or cross post something or whatever. But this weighs 8 ounces, 7.5, but you should always round it up. Oh, and I should write what it is. It's a pony. And up next, this just sold a few minutes ago before I came up here. It's a Noah Arks. I think it's a Duplo, or I'm pretty sure it's Duplo. And yeah, we're gonna wrap these guys separate. Replacement. We have an elephant. A cute little lion. I kind of like him. And a zebra. and they're going to get packaged up. Like so. Move my scale. I thought I heard something. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And I don't know if it might fit in here. Yeah, it might fit in here. Well, anyway, Noah's Ark, because I wrote it down, I had it priced up high, like $14 for some reason. I don't know if that's an accurate count, but I've had it for a little bit. It went on sale. Someone sent me an offer for $7. I accepted it plus shipping. You're gonna maybe not use so much paper, just so it'll fit in the box. I don't have my scissors in here. It's gonna be a rough one, guys. That's what happens when you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just gonna rip it, and it'll fit. There's all that extra you really don't need. Look at that. That's how I normally cut it nice with a pair of scissors, but I can pack that into something else. I have a box in my corner with like rough paper like that, some pieces that'll I can use to fill in the little voids in the boxes. And this is 5 ounces. I get these boxes from Uline, and they're a little expensive, but they ship, like, if I order it today before 6 o'clock, if it's not, like, during the day, during the week, I get it the next day. It's on my porch. Like, I come home from work, and it's on my porch. They're a little expensive. They're reliable, but the boxes are thick, and I just have to see if I can find... They carry thinner boxes that don't weigh as much, because that box was a sturdy box to ship something so not fragile. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to break that easy. These sold on, did I write it down? Yes, I did. $14. I've had these forever. These are Cohan Nike Air slip-on wedge shoes. So, they sold for an offer of $14. I don't know if that was a counter offer, because I send offers all the time on all my platforms. I can't say all the time. A lot. This is not the right size. If not, you're going to just go in a bag. There we go. Well, anyway, sold for $14. Buyer paid shipping, but that doesn't affect me at all, because that's the way Poshmark is designed. I feel like I should update myself on all of the updates on the platforms. I don't. If I see, like, if I'm watching a reseller talk about an update, I might go investigate it. But I don't like, oh, how much is the buyer paying shipping? What changes? I mean, I know them, but I don't go investigate. I don't, you know, I would never be able to, with my knowledge, report to you how all the ins and outs and nuances of each of the platforms. I know it, but I don't know in enough detail to next, you know. So maybe I should update myself more often. You know, I read the eBay seller updates, but there's resellers that break it down really clear. If there's a new update and I'm like not understanding something, I go to other people's channels to get the updates, because they just have a better way to communicate the changes that works for me, rather than reading all of their changes. So, Maybe I should work on that and be able to give you guys updates as they come in. I wasn't late on it because it's probably not going to happen. And these, I don't know. There's my scale acting silly. These weigh just under 2 pounds. I'm going to write it on the box because, you know, it's Poshmark. It doesn't make a difference as long as it's under 5 pounds. This, I forget his name, but it's a Disney Enchanto character. I think his name is Miguel. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. He sold pretty quickly on Depop. Did I write it down? No, I did not. I think for like $9, but I could be wrong. On Flip Friday, I share all the ins and outs of that. This guy, he's gonna take him and I'm gonna slip him in the bag. That's a big bag. It'll be alright. I don't know. I feel like he should go in a box, but... Or maybe just wrap them in some bubble wrap. Because I have real tiny boxes and real large boxes, and I feel like that I never have the right size box. I feel like that's a problem. You know, it's always like 2 inches too short or an inch too narrow. So, like I said, the Uline boxes are expensive. I mean, I do recycle boxes. I get boxes from my work. But I have to, I'm particular, like, if, like, I work in a grocery store, so groceries are being shipped in these boxes. So if they have any wording on it that I don't like I don't like any wording. Like, if it's got a stamp on it, fine. But, like, if it's, like, big, bold, whatever, I don't want to use that box. And if the box gets dirty anywhere, I don't want to use that box either. So I rather pay a little extra. This weighs 4 ounces. Pay a little extra for a box than sending a box out with an item in it that I wouldn't want my item to be shipped in that box. But sometimes I'm a little picky. This is a Imagine-X. I did not write down the full description. Imagine-X. I just wrote down Imagine-X. Well, anyway, this was a men's pickup. He probably cost me 2 cents. And I think he's like a Jurassic Park guy, if I remember correctly. And that symbol, I can't really see it. But, yeah, I'm just going to leave him in a bag. And, did I write what was on that? Yeah, I've been up by too many hours. So, and I'm just going to wrap him in bubble wrap. And I'm going to put him in a bag too. This is not my typical method of shipping. But this is what I'm doing. And I got a couple of jewelry pieces. And I have a story to tell you about a camera that was gifted to me. I've had this camera probably for a year because I'm like, I don't want to go through that bag. She gave me a big old bag of stuff and I'm like, I don't want to go through it. And I kept putting it off, and I was cleaning out to make room because sometimes I get a little cluttered up here and then I don't want to work because there's too much stuff. And then, you know, I gotta clean it. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I used to keep going to the bins and have death piles everywhere. I'm better now. I don't do that as often. And there was some stuff in there that I'm like, Oh, that's pretty cool. But the camera, I wasn't going to list it. I was going to donate it because this weighs 1 ounce. And I looked it up because some resellers I listen to, they part all sorts of things out, and camera's one of them. I have a good camera, but I don't know enough about them to part them out. So I use either ChatGPT, Google Lens, or Copilot, one of the three, and took photos and asked questions, and it pretty much wrote the listing for me because it's out of my area of expertise. And I think I started it a little higher than what it suggested. I had an offer, I sold, but they're like, let me show you the camera. I'm going to do the camera now. They're like, oh, I just want the lens. I'm like, well, the listing was for the camera. This is the camera, and it's beat up. And I took a close-up. I don't think you can see it, but inside that lens is some cloudiness, and it does not look like a good lens. And then here is damaged. The strap seems to be pretty good. And there's scuffing and dent. This is dented. Like, so I thought I would have it forever. It sold in just, I don't know, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, on offer for $15. I'm like, yes, please, thank you. So, well, I don't even know what he means by just the lens. I don't know, like, I think this comes off. Well, my husband with it. Like, you're going to get the whole camera. And you can take what you want off of it and do whatever you like with the rest of it. Maybe he can part it out. He can part it out. I was like, didn't even respond. I was like, getting the whole camera. And we're going to put some packing here. And any more bubble wrap. I told the lady who gave me this bubble wrap, I'm like, oh, she gave me some. I was like, oh, I'm just going to drop this off at the thrift because I have more than I need of bubble wrap. Now, she stopped saving it for me. And I took that and then some that I had here to the thrift, and she stopped saving it for me. So I'm going to have to be like, hey, I'm running low on bubble wrap. She won't care. She'll continue to save me. But, like, I feel like I should have just taken it to the thrift and not told her what I was doing. But, I mean, if it can be reused, it can be reused. I have enough and someone else could use it. They're charity shops, you know what I'm saying? The one that I go to sometimes is Volunteers in Medicine, and they raise money to help people pay their medical bills. So they're a little pricey, but I can still find stuff to resell, and I often find stuff for me. Like when I pop in there, I'm not thrifting for resale. I do find stuff there sometimes, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm browsing before like a doctor's appointment or after a doctor's appointment because it's close to my doctor's, or I'm just shopping for a pair of jeans for me. So I don't mind if it's a charity shop for good cause because I have good insurance. And I look at what the bill would have been, and I'm blessed and thankful and grateful that I have good insurance because there's no way I would be able to pay that. So, especially like recently, like I just went through a whole medical thing, and wow, I was going to the doctor, getting a scan, getting this, getting that. No, like, yeah, I would have to take out a couple of loans to pay that. This weighs just over 2 pounds. I might have underestimated shipping on this one, which is fine. That happens sometimes. And this was a Ben's pickup. Cost me nothing. I believe it was a Ben's pickup. Yeah, I didn't even write a cost. It probably cost me under a penny. I'm going to put it right in here. And that's all pretty quick too. Sometime after May, because that was the last time. No. Yeah, I think sometime after May. I'm just going to put it in there. Maybe I should put some bubble wrap just to... I don't know. I'm trying to remember why I stopped talking and shipping. I think the paper, the crinkling of the paper, and the... I'll remember why when I'm editing this video. And I will apologize. I apologize right now. Why don't you want to close? I ever realize, like, when you're really tired, things just don't want to work. Things that are easy just don't want... No. I'm just going to tape the box closed. There we go. Got it. And I'm going to put it in the bag. This sold, I don't know if I told you. It sold for $7. And I don't think that was an offer, but it was on sale. Like, my entire store, even the stuff that just went up, went on sale this week. And I don't normally do that. You know, I normally leave, like, either a category out or a time period out. This weighs under 2 ounces. So, right, yeah, under 2 ounces. I don't know how to ship with me this long in a minute. And so I'm probably not going to edit it tonight. And it's this video is probably going to be on Thursday. These are from, I believe, my very first jewelry haul. And that was a bunch of belly dance. Oh, no. I think I just broke it. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can put that piece back on. But I fell behind the desk. And that's why we sell one earring at a time. But if it broke that easily... Yeah, this isn't even... Yeah, well, we're going to put that aside. And I'm going to see if I can find it. I'll probably... message the buyer and apologize. That was an eBay sale. And moving right along. This is a twisted rope and gold tone necklace. And that sold for $5.25 plus shipping. It was a $2 red, white, and blue pickup. And that's pretty much going to conclude my video. If I find the piece that fell off and if I put it right back on, if it's not broken, I will hit record again. But I'm going to have to, like, move the table. Why are these boxes? Well... there we go. So I think if I can't record a video until after 6, 7 o'clock at night on Sunday, I think maybe I'll just do a screenshot of what sold over the weekend and do a voiceover, because this is proving to be too much at the moment. And I'm very disappointed that necklace broke or that earring popped off. It'll probably pop right back on, but I feel like it might be compromised. We'll see. I will see what I can do. Necklace. And that weighs under 2 ounces. So, thanks for staying to the end. And, yeah, I'm going to go see if I can find that piece of that. I want to call it a necklace. It's an earring that fell behind my desk. And I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I was up here probably for 15 minutes, and it's warmer up here than it is downstairs. So it's getting quite hot and quite frustrated, but I'm like, I have good light, and I got a camera, I can zoom in and fix it myself, and I failed. But my son did, and had to find a pair of pliers to close it properly, which I don't have up here. And, yeah. So I will message the buyer, let the buyer know that there was a boo bale. I dropped it and the top broke off, and my son fixed it. And if they still want them, I will ship them out. If not, I will cancel the shipping label and move on with my life. Like, I know it's not the end of the world, but I got quite upset. I'm like, come on, man. You know, like, the whole weekend's been long, and just to finish it up like that, it's just too much. So, yeah, I do believe we use a box cutter because I don't have my scissors up here for some reason. I have a pair of sewing scissors. Why? I don't know. I don't sew. But that's what I have up here. So I'm going to use a box cutter. And I'm put these right in here, like so. Then I feel like I'm gonna have to cut the end off, because otherwise because they're chunky, and I don't want to be shoving too much bubble wrap down and on them by folding it over. So I'm just cutting the end off, but I do want to stop them from, there we go, that should work. Yeah, perfect. I should have got the box closed before I said perfect. The way my weekend's been going. Perfect. And I am going to, I should have done my shipping, like printed my labels while I was waiting for my son to fix that. It didn't take him long. It took, but not as long as there's a piece of lint or something on the end of that tape. So, I mean, I sometimes, when I buy stuff off eBay, you see how, like, if a piece of lint or dirt or whatever, I don't know what that is. It's a piece of, I think it's the tape from when I used the tape to take the dust and lint off the coal hand shoes. That's what it looks like. Well, sometimes I get like stuff like pet hair or dust or string underneath the packaging tape. I'm not saying this never happened, but if I see it, I fix it. I'm just saying. So, this is a rather long ship with me video. So, you'll probably be seeing it on Thursday. I mean, I'll put it in my editing app, but I don't think I'm going to edit the whole thing tonight because I got up at 3 this morning, and I have to be up at 3 again tomorrow morning. And this weighs 4 ounces. Write that down. Oh, look what I found. Under my notebook. My scissors. I don't know what I did with my, oh, here it is. 4 ounces. earrings. I'm gonna have to get something to eat because I didn't even eat a proper dinner. I had a plum and some Ritz crackers, so I'm gonna have to get up. Which I don't like to eat so late, but I'm gonna be starving in the morning if I don't eat soon. So basically I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna do my shipping, and yeah, the earrings are fixed. I'm not gonna edit, so if I can edit tomorrow and when I get home, you'll see this on Wednesday. If not, it'll be Thursday, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think of the video, and if you would have tried to fix that or just canceled the sale. I am going to message the buyer, but if they don't respond by the time I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to be forced to ship it, and if they want to return it or whatever, that's fine. I will make my customer happy. It's not their fault I dropped the earrings, and you know what, it's probably better to happen because it shouldn't have broke that easily. So but it's secure now. We dangled it, and yeah, so it's probably a good thing it broke, just not so late at night. It's not really that late. It is, where's the time? It's 8:06. It's 8:06 in the evening, but it feels like midnight to me because I'm tired. So, signing off. I'll catch you on the next one.